Okay, hi everyone, here's another photo critique. Going to try and get through it nice and quickly. This one is from Jonas Bruckner. Let's see what these are like. Okay, his name is, it says, "Hey Dom, my name is Jonas. I'm 24-year-old from Berlin, Germany. I've always had a passion for photography, but never the budget to get serious about it. After getting rid of the budget issue due to my full-time job in a design agency as a web designer, I finally got myself a digital SLR and some lenses. The 550D, good, because I got a video affection as well. Okay, cool. And I'm mainly shooting with the Canon 50 f1.4 for portraits and the Canon 24 to 105 f4 for your all-purpose walk around lens, walk around town lens. Before I get to the photos, thank you. Okay, so the first shot that we've got is Annika, low key. So this is the shot here, and Annika, very pretty girl, and you've done the beauty dish, small beauty dish, possibly with the Strobies Interfit kit, like what I use, and you've used it off camera. Good work, and it's obviously very close because you can really see even the like circles in her eyes, which looks nice, and the very soft shadows on her face. Let's see what you said here. Off-camera flash is really close to her face, just right outside of the frame, on a very low power, maybe a 30 tooth, because I wanted to go for the shallow depth of field, and she's at f2.8. Okay, what I would say is, yeah, okay, it's a low-key shot, might be good in black and white. The only thing is, after you've done the shot, is really you've got to edit the shot here, because what you're getting on the girl is you're really seeing every single pore in her face. You have got shine on the chin, shine around the cheeks, shine on the nose, shine on the forehead, and definitely this is where editing afterwards, bringing down the contrast, not so much the contrast, but bringing down the clarity around the skin areas, but keeping it good on the eyes is what you really want. The shallow depth of field is nice, and very nice kind of eye contact with the girl. I possibly want it to be a little brighter on her. I really kind of see it in black and white because the colours are very desaturated at the moment. So she's got red lips, she's got red makeup around her eyes, but you can barely see that because the saturation is pretty low. So I'd either up the saturation or up the brightness of her face, but obviously you've still got a totally black background. You can have it so it's still in a low-key level, but just a little bit closer to the middle range. I see here it's really all right down very, very low. Even her teeth, I would say brighten up, even just her teeth look a little bit more white here, they look a little bit grey as well. So yeah, looks good. White balance, maybe check that as well, warm it up. She looks a little bit ill and a little bit green. Might be my computer screen, or maybe your computer screen shows it in a different light to yourself. But yeah, I like that. Would I stop and look at it? No. It's chopping a little bit too much off of her head, so I'm not really seeing her hair. And it would need something else for me to, again, if it was on a website of hundreds of photos, would I stop and look at it? I probably would, because she's an attractive girl, not because it's like really showing something in the photo. Because she just looks nice and happy. A lot of the shots where I do, where it's like that, where the flash is very close and it's straight on, I'm either having it so the woman's trying to look powerful and mean or controlling, or I'm trying to show some kind of determination inside the person. Here, with the lighting that you've done and the dark background, with her just being a happy, nice, smiley face, it doesn't quite connect with me. Happy, white, smiley face, I would go with a brighter, warmer background, but not this low-key one. Low-key one, I'd definitely, if she gave more of a sadder face, maybe more of a pensive look, maybe if she was just maybe going straight for the camera, looking fierce is another term I would use, then that's where the low-key I think would work. Here, it's just looking a bit too dark and just a bit of a head coming out of nowhere. And a happy head as well. Let's look at your next one. Okay, and it's your Annika again, and let's see what you've said here for this one. Available light. Okay, yeah, but what's going on with the white balance, or have you done a sepia tone to this? Because she is proper, like, Simpsons style orange. So work out your white balance, or have you done like a duotone? Is that what's going on here? Experimented with light yellow IKEA lamp from the side to get a completely different look and feel for the exact same situation as the first portrait. Wow, okay, yeah, you certainly have. Like, phenomenal difference. I wouldn't even have thought that those are the same people, apart from the fact that their teeth and nose are exactly the same. But again, it's a nice. This one really just looks like a friend is taking a photo of somebody. It doesn't look like somebody's set up a portrait shot or anything like that. The color, the brightness, the everything isn't doing it for me. It's not something which I can critique and say, oh, the lighting's good, because you just thought, no, not liking that one at all. No. Next one. Ooh. Now this one I like. This one's called Passionate. I like this one. Okay, I'm loving the smoke, I'm loving the old face, I'm loving the looking down, I'm loving the lighting, I'm loving the background as well. Now this background, totally blurry, is making my imagination go in. I'm imagining this is like an old dancer or something, and she's at the theatre, and you know, she used to be a dancer, maybe she's a trainer or something, and she's just out having a cigarette while the performance is going on, because she can't do anything while the performance is doing, because she's trained all her dancers or something. So instantly, this photo has got my imagination going, which I think is what really makes a good photo. The tiny little bit in the background, which is possibly in this photo of no importance to the actual person, I think has just got my imagination going, and just the look of this woman and everything is brilliant. Let's see what you've written here. This was taken the day I got the camera. It's a kit lens. Me and a colleague took the cooking course, and she was a cooking teacher. I'm really passionate about Spanish women, and I love the scene of her looking completely focused on her work. Oh, right, okay, so it's not smoke, it's steam from food being cooked. Okay, totally didn't think that, totally thought she was a smoker. I bet she is a smoker though. Yeah, turned out a black and white shot. Black and white, you've done awesome. It really is like an old shot. Like that one a lot. Would I stop on that on a website? Yes, I would. I most definitely would stop on a website and check that one out. Good one. Okay. Okay, this next one is called Captivate, and here it's a shot from above, looking down on a guy with a book. What we said here, taken in Berlin Central Station on a cold January evening. It's a great place to capture people coming out. This guy, blah, 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 ran, got the angle from above, catch him being lost in his book, forgetting what was going on around him. Okay. Now, right, so what you said here. You like the idea of the angle that you got him from, with him being lost in his book, forgetting what was going on around him. I can't see what's going on around him. This is where I think if you were zoomed out a bit more, and you had, so this is a train station, you probably would have lots of people walking around, moving. If you had maybe like a slightly longer exposure shot, and there's a person maybe to the right-hand side of the photo over here, and they were maybe walking past carrying their luggage bag or something like that, or there's a kid running around or something going on, then yes, that shot would work. Because this guy is pretty much stationary. He's not moving. You could do a longer exposure shot. You'd probably need a tripod and everything like that. But here is just a guy looking at a book. If you want me to get the idea that he is engrossed into his book, that he's forgotten about his surroundings, I need to see more of what is going on in his surroundings. Just now it's just a shot from above, a guy with a bag. Doesn't do anything else other than that. So I like your concept, but you haven't completed it. Next one is Uncertainty. Same place as the last one. Brilliant. Okay, yeah, you call this Uncertainty, and even in your own little story here, saying you fell in love with the scene because it's a woman waiting for a person to arrive. Maybe, you don't know. Or maybe she's about to leave. Blah, 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 blah. There's a ton of different stories that pop into my mind when looking at this. Yeah, exactly. That's good. That's what I like, and I like it as well. And the lighting on her, this looks like it's a totally set up one. So I can tell she's at a train station, and she's obviously at the kind of waiting bit there. But you've got great light from behind, great light from in front. If that was just the natural lighting, that's pretty pretty good light in this location. So yeah, and the fact that she's kind of looking sad, you don't know, is that her nervous about getting on the train, going away somewhere? Yeah, loads of stories going on there like that. Maybe just a little bit more of a zoom out kind of shot again, just so we can really see the top of the train in the background. Otherwise, some people could be confused if we hadn't seen, or you hadn't told us the last ones were in the train station. But yeah, that's good. I like the light on her as well. Looks great. Would I stop on it? No, I don't think I would. I don't think I would. I'd probably skip past that, just thinking it's the lighting's good. If this was a setup one and there was something else in it, I would definitely stop on it. But at the moment, it does seem just like a snapshot with great lighting. Oh, I don't know. It needs something else. It needs something else. But good composition, good lighting, like it, and colours and everything. Next one. And this one is called Serious Face. This is a self-portrait. This is from the day I got in the beauty dish. Beauty dish on a face like that, it's not going to help. I'm holding it in my right hand. Okay. Oh, right. Okay, so you're holding it in your right hand. You're holding it below, which generally for mostly female shots, you never want the beauty dish below because then it gives shadows going up the way and it's just horrible. But here on like an angry face shot, it works well. It gives like kind of mean shadows over the face. Let's see what you've said here. I like the bit where you said here, it's like dramatic lighting on a German face calls for a serious face. So here you go. Cool. And you're asking how to brighten up the right side a little bit. Have a wall there, or a sheet or something, just so it gives a little bit of reflection back coming into you. What would be good also maybe is if you had another flash with a red light on it, and that was just behind you, and that was giving you some red coming in to fill in the shadows there. That'd be pretty cool. Very shallow depth field. The background doesn't look quite as menacing as your face. So what I would say is this would have been a good one where it was a totally blacked out background, because there it looks like you're in a hotel room with some flowers. You don't look quite... The background isn't as menacing as your face. So move around, go to somewhere where there's a different background. What have you said here? I think you're just saying, in order to get the plant in the background into the shot for aesthetic reasons. I say the aesthetic reasons of the plant in the background isn't good. I'm not enjoying that. That plant, your face, that lighting doesn't work together. The lighting, totally black background, yes. That would be quite a menacing photo. Good work. Okay, well done, Jonas. These are good shots, especially if you've... do you say you've only recently got into photography? No, you've been passionate for a while, but you only recently bought a DSLR. So yeah, good work, Jonas. Well done. Okay, definitely keep working. Nice one. Next one. Okay, in this video, it is a photo critique of Leo Feister. Hi Dom, first off, I hope you're not critiquing you to death. Yes, you are with all this. Although I would like to receive a real honest opinion on my photos from a person like you. My name is Leo. I'm 17-year-old from Germany. I've been experimenting with photography for 2 years now, and I'm doing mostly street photography and a little landscape. Most of my shots are snapshots, so they're technically not that elaborate. Okay, Leo, let's have a look at your shots then. Okay, small talk. Small talk? Talk. Ah, right, okay, I get it. Yes, it's small talk. It's obviously people at something where they're all having their little chit-chat and you've gone down. Ah, okay, name with the photo is good. Yes, because initially I thought it was something you spelt talk, you meant to say walk, but no, it's actually talk. So here, clever idea here. And it's obviously about 4 people having a little small talk at a wedding, maybe? I don't know. Let's see, what have you said here? No, you haven't told me anything. Okay, so I like it, but I'm kind of confused. I don't know where this is. Is it a wedding? I'm seeing something over in the corner over here, which looks like a chair of sorts or something like that with lots of stuff on it. And a person here that's in the whole robe, which is... But it looks like they've got trainers on, so I'm guessing that's not a bride or anything. It kind of looks like an Arab person walking past. I don't know, it's a bit confusing what I'm seeing here. So, the concept is right. I like it here. It just It looks like you've got a slightly slow exposure as well. Is it 1/15 of a second yet? So the lady's legs are solid, this guy's solid, this one's foot's moving, and this one looks like he's walking in. But this person here is slightly confusing me. Is that a person? I don't know. And what is this kind of mess in the background over here? So maybe a crop of this shot might be good as well. Also, you've got quite a lot of brick at the bottom here, so maybe make it more of a panoramic shot might be a good idea, where it is just like feet and shoes and legs. And Call It Small Talk, clever name with the photo. Good work. Next one. Oh, nasty. Yeah, this one's called Pork. Oh, right. I'm guessing, again, this is possibly a wedding buffet. That's a whole pig just on a spit roast. Yeah. Yeah. I usually like my pork in tiny little slices of bacon. So that's quite properly shocking, that image. Especially you see the kind of blood coming out of his eyes and everything. That is, that could make me a vegetarian, that could. I don't think those little mitts around its feet are really going to help it too much. Shock factor, working well. Yeah. Would I ever want to eat any food that came off a pig like that? I don't. Okay, well, you've had a reaction. Yeah, nasty. Photo-wise, what am I looking at? Snapshot. Oh, I'm just going to go to the next one. That's just making me not feel too hungry. Okay, this one's called Cliché, and this one you're saying you did that in Edinburgh. Cool, yeah. I can see a Bank of Scotland. You've got the mist, you've got the dark, you've got the rain, you've got the wet. Where is that? That is, I think, that is just up the Royal Mile. Very foggy. Oh, that's a good Edinburgh photo, is what that is. Yeah, cliche in the fact that it's Scotland, it's bad weather. So yeah, I like that a lot. What I would say is, if you moved the person, or if you took just 2 seconds later when that person was just a little bit further away, you wouldn't have this random person coming out of his arm there. So that's the only thing I would say, is just that person there is a little bit just being too much of a tourist. At the moment, that person's with his bags, but that person's obviously got his camera out and taking a photo of something. And to get a good kind of street shot of this, I think it'd be much nicer, because it looks so old and vintage. Not having a tourist just coming out of the arm would be much better. But again, I like that idea. Maybe a slightly more of a crop down from the top, because there's nothing really much up there. Like, all this area here is just bland area. So maybe making more of a panoramic idea would be quite good. But yeah, just a couple of seconds later. So just getting that moment spot on, I think, is all that was needed on that one. And this last one is called Artificial Sun. And yeah, shot in Edinburgh. Again, cool. Yes, that is a big bright sun. That is quite a haunting image. See if you wrote a story to go with that photo. That could be a really, really interesting photo. I love its blurriness. I love its darkness. It's almost like a scene from a movie. But see if you wrote a story about, here was the man taking his daughter away after they just killed the murderer in the train, in the car underneath the tunnel. And they were walking away back to their hotel without a thought in their mind and feeling quite happy to go back and drink alcohol and then have a party with friends. Blah, blah, blah. You know, something like a story with that would go really well. Because yeah, again, that photo is giving me loads of ideas. I think it's cool. Dark and haunting, blurry and foggy, and yeah, good. I like it. Give it a story. Put a poem at the side or something like that. That'd be good. Cool, nice one. Good one, Leo. He's 17 years old. See, that's good, 17-year-olds. With what? Is this a fairly... Is it Canon 400D? Nice one. I'll give you some scores on the website. Okay, next one.